Okay, we got a York Diamond 80 that is just blowing cold air. So let's fire this up and see what happens. Reducer motor runs, hot surface igniter glows. Gas valve should light up here. Gas valve does light up. And within about 7 or 8 seconds, the flame kicks off. So that, to me right there, tells me that that's a flame sensor issue. So let's test that and see what's going on. So normally when I get a flame sensor issue like this, I'm just going to take the flame sensor out and clean it real lightly with a fine grit sandpaper real quick. Put it back in. It's probably going to light right back up. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to go ahead and test that flame sensor and see what kind of signal it's picking up. So let's do that now. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Our flame sensor hooks in to right here. So we got this purple wire that hooks up to the flame sensor right there. So we're just going to pull that off. And I'm going to hook one lead into here. Okay, I'm going to hook one lead, get my alligator clip, and hook it up to the end of the flame sensor right here. Okay, so now I'm going to turn my meter to microamps DC, and we're going to kick it on again. If you don't have that hooked up to this, then this whole lighting sequence isn't going to start up. Hot surface igniter is lighting, gas valve is going to come on, flame sensor is going to pick up initially about 2.1, just nothing really. So that just shows you that I have a really heavily oxidized flame sensor. Started off at 2.1, eventually the signal went down to about 1 point nothing. And you usually need about 3.0 or higher, 3.5 or higher to pick up a good signal from the flame sensor. So let's go ahead and clean that flame sensor, put it back in, everything should be fine. Here's another test we can do. We can do a continuity check with this flame sensor. Since everything's together here, we have continuity between the two leads. Now we're going to hook that up to one side, and we're checking for continuity here. Barely getting anything. But here's where the flame is, and it's not picking up at all. Let's clean this and see what happens. Very lightly, do not gouge this out. Now let's see what the signal is. Alright, let's put this back in and see what it's reading now. This is why people need maintenance done on their system. Keep this stuff clean, prevents service calls. And I'll fire this back up. Hot surface igniter starts. Gas valve is going to start here now. So now we're at good 3.2, 3.4, 3.5, and that's where we should be at. So now we know that the signal is being picked up. And watch what happens when we take this off. It's not being sensed again, so the control board tells the system to shut off. Hook it back up.